Hi, thanks for doing yoga with me. My name's Carrie, in case you don't already know. I've been posting a video every Tuesday because I used to teach live every Tuesday and I haven't been able to do it. So this is my consolation prize to my students who love to do yoga on Tuesdays. So it's going to be a little shorter than usual. Last class I didn't do a closing. I just sort of let you have relaxation and I stopped the video. I'm going to do closing. I'm going to do relaxation for somewhere between 5 and 8 minutes. If you want it longer, just pause the video and just kind of restart it when you're, ready to, do the closing. So yeah, those are my thoughts. So find a comfortable seat. You can sit however you want. You can even lie down if you want. I'm gonna start sitting, so I'm gonna guide it through sitting, but you can modify it however you need. So find a comfortable seat. Maybe you allow the eyes to close, or maybe you just gaze softly at the floor. And just start to experience the moment a little more. And what that means is just start to notice how your body feels. And notice any sounds around you. Notice the fact that your body is actively drawing in air and then letting it go. You don't even have to control it or alter it. It just does that. And just start to accept everything that is true in this moment. All of it. The sounds, the temperature, how your body feels. And allow yourself to feel connected to something, right? Maybe that's as simple as feeling connected to the thing you're sitting on. Right? So it's really just a way to feel grounded, feel the sitting bones pressing downwards, feel the legs pressing into the yoga mat, the blanket, the cushion, whatever you're sitting on. And know that your weight against the floor is being absorbed by the ground that the building or house that you're in is sitting on, right? So you are being supported by the earth. So maybe that's your connection, right? I'm connected to the earth. So let yourself feel that connection. If you're more of a imaginative type of minded person, maybe imagining yourself sitting in your favorite place in nature. Feeling connected to that place. So whatever it is, whatever it means to you to feel connected. And as you start to feel connected, grounded, rooted in this place, in this moment, start to gently, gradually deepen the breath. And for your first few breaths, on the exhale, kind of part the lips, make like you're blowing out through a straw. And let that be your exhale. You inhale through the nose, really slow, really deep. Belly expands. And as you exhale, purse the lips like you're breathing out through a straw. And maybe a couple more times, gradually letting that straw get smaller and smaller. It's one method, one technique in slowing down your breathing pattern. So for the next breath or two, on your exhale, imagine that the straw you're breathing out of is like a tiny little, you get in a cocktail, right? Little cocktail straw, a little teeny tiny one. Good, and then let your body just breathe in and out through the nose. Really slow, really deep, deep belly breath. See if you can feel your lungs' full capacity on the inhale and its full ability to empty on the exhale. Good. Feeling connected to your breath, to your body. And when you feel complete, allow your body to breathe itself. If it's comfortable, you can bring hands into prayer position in front of your heart. And create a gentle intention to keep coming back to your body, to your breath, to feeling grounded, right? Connected to something throughout your practice. It'll help keep you grounded. It'll help keep you in the moment, help keep you safe. And bow your head to your heart, sort of honoring that intention. Not only your intention to roll out your yoga mat and do something kind for yourself, but also to stay connected to yourself, to the earth, to whatever it is you can feel connected to today. Good. You can release your hands. Keep your chin tucked towards your chest. And as you inhale, roll your head over to one side really gently. Make sure nothing hurts. And then exhale, roll your head back down. Let your breath guide the movement. Inhale to the other side. And exhale back down. Keep going. Inhale over to one side. See what your body needs. Maybe your shoulders roll a little bit with the head. Maybe your arms or hands move. Maybe the torso starts to get involved and you get a little bit of lateral bend, a little bit of side stretch. So my language is limited, right? I can't language everything that your body wants to do. I can only language from my own experience. So think of it as just like an outline. And let your body kind of fill in the rest. Like, what do you need as you just roll your head over to one side on an inhale? Release on the exhale. Roll yourself over to the other side on your next inhale. Good. Eventually release the motion. Blink your eyes open. Bring your head, or your gaze rather, back up. And just take a moment. Notice how you feel. Notice how it feels to kind of sit in the energy of your intention of being connected. I am connected. Right? You can satisfy that question, what am I connected to, by, being connected to your body, to your breath, to the moment. I am connected. All right. So today's theme is being grounded, rooted, connected. So you can blink your eyes open when you're ready. If you're sitting on something, you can remove it. And you can stretch your legs out in front of you once you removed your yoga props. Hands behind you if the hands are willing to do that, and just point and flex. Keep your breath really slow, deep, but more importantly, just notice it, right? Notice the breath, notice the body. Good. And then rotate your feet at the ankles. Let it be really slow. Really exaggerated at first. Go the other way. Just like that for me, that was two rotations. Good. And then go the other way. Let it be a little more relaxed. Maybe even smaller. And then go the other way. Good. And then let your feet just go side to side. I'm sorry, I realize I'm like sniffing into the mic. It's my allergy season, so that's what I've got. A little stuffy. All right, so pause there. Just bounce your knees up and down. And when you release, notice how your legs feel so far. We're just getting started. If you're leaned back a lot, I was leaned back, a medium amount. Bring your hands a little closer. You can sit up tall. You might have to kind of find your sitting bones a little bit. I'm just sideways on my yoga mat. You can be lined up with your yoga mat. It's just because I want to be on camera. Or I can go this way. So sitting mostly upright, you don't have to like stress the hamstrings or anything. You're going to push one leg forward. So one hip goes forward as the other one pulls back. And then straighten out and go the other way. So I have a really sticky yoga mat, which is great in a lot of instances. In this, it's not super amazing. So one leg goes forward, the other one goes back. I'm going to do it this way because it's easier. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah. And then let your shoulders follow the foot or the feet, right? Whichever foot goes forward, that shoulder's going to go forward. Whichever one goes back, that shoulder's going to go back. So we're just starting to like twist the spine a little bit. Good. And then use your belly muscles. Sit up tall. You can even bend your knees as you keep this going. Good. And then release. Bend the knees a little bit or a lot. It's up to you. Sit up nice and tall. And use your belly strength to really maintain that nice tall posture. If your legs need to be in a different position, they can be. You can bring your arms out in front. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, pull your right arm back a little bit. Shoulder goes back as you reach through the left fingers. And then come back through center. And switch. Right fingers reach forward. Left arm reaches back. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale to twist. So we're warming up the spine into a twist. You're also getting, like for me, the shoulder blades are involved. So see if you can visualize what they're doing. I feel like shoulder blades are something we don't always really think through. So let's kind of work on that. Good. Next time your right arm is pulling back and your left arm is reaching forward, bring your right hand behind you and your left arm can just drape somewhere on the right knee, maybe. Right? Sit up tall, very gently twist your spine. If your legs need to be in a different position, you can reposition them and breathe. Good. When you're ready, you can unwind, reach your arms up, just get nice and tall. And as you exhale, fold your body over the legs. Just rounding your spine. I check my battery pack a lot because I'm having trouble with my my battery pack lately. Good. And then inhale, roll your way back up. And we'll go the other way, but first, right, get your legs in a position they want to be in. Use your belly strength, sit up tall, reach your arms forward. And same thing as before, reach one arm forward as the other one goes back, back through center, and then switch. Just a few times. We don't have to do it as many as we did before. But I just wanted to start from the same place, right? So reach the right fingers forward, left arm comes back, keep twisting, left hand behind you, right arm somewhere on the left leg, wherever it wants to go, right? Whatever works. So inhale, feel your spine lengthen, and then really gently, let gentle be the operative word as you soften into your twist to the left. Good. And on an exhale, you can gently unwind. Inhale, reach your arms up, get nice and tall. And exhale, fold over the legs. Maybe the knees go out, maybe they stay up. You're just trying to get a nice stretch for the back body. Good. And then inhale to roll your way back up. So you decide where you're. Well, you know what? Let's do this. You can bring your hands behind you, feet a little wider than your hips are wide, and let your knees go side to side. Because usually if we were in person, at least one person would ask for hips. You know who you are. Just kidding. So yeah, we'll kind of do the movements of the spine with the hips included. Good. And then let your knees go to the right and place them down. I call this half pinwheel. So just make sure like a knee isn't squishing a foot and that you're relatively comfortable. We're going to do dolphin first. So hands either stacked on the knee or on either side. Inhale to sit up tall. And as you exhale, dive down as you round your spine. Nose comes closer to the knee. Doesn't have to touch, I promise. And then inhale, come up. Nose first, then chest, then belly. You're arching your back as you look up. And then exhale, tuck your tailbone, round your spine as you dive down towards the knee. Nose towards knee. Inhale, unfurl the spine. Exhale, dive down. Moving with your breath, moving with the rhythm of your breathing pattern, right? Good. And the next time you come up, find a neutral spine rather than an arched spine. And your right hand, sorry, I'm mirroring you. Your left hand is going to go on your right knee. And you're going to inhale your right arm up. So for me, that's already a lot. It's just a lot, right? So just let it be what it is. You can always come out of it a few times, right? Inhaling, reaching the arm. Ooh. Exhale, bring it down, right? Inhale, reach the arm up. Maybe you arc over a little bit to your side and then come back down. So we're just moving and breathing, right? What if this wasn't about doing anything super challenging? What if it was really just about a curiosity? Like, oh, how does it feel when I do this? If the body says too much, right? Listen to it. Do less. Come out, right? So I don't know about you, but as I'm doing this, my body's warming up. Doesn't feel like, ooh, that's a lot anymore, right? So I'm going to find a place to land and stretch. So my hand is on the knee, and I'm going to use that as a little bit of leverage to gently keep my torso up, my heart lifted as I arc over. So find a stretch that feels good. I just found myself pushing a little too much, so find something that feels comfortable. Tailbone points down towards the ground. Breathe. Beautiful. And then come back down with the hand. Release your spine. Bring your hands behind you. Let the knees come up. And the knees can go side to side, just like before. And my knees are talking to me. So before we switch sides, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stretch my feet out and just let them be like windshield wipers. Oh, it feels better. Good. And then you can bend your knees and switch sides. So this time the knees go to the left. And we're going to start in with our dolphin. So hands either stacked on the left knee or on either side. So inhale to sit up tall. Exhale, round your spine as you dive down. Inhale to gently lift up and arch the back. So keep breathing, right? You did this on the other side, so you know the pattern, but this experience might be different. So go slow so you can feel more, right? That's how it works. When we go fast, we bypass sensation. When we go slow, we can feel more. So go slow. Going slow strengthens not only the muscles, but the connection between your mind and your body. Good. And the next time you come up, you can find a neutral spine rather than an arched one. And this time your right hand goes on the left knee, and you can inhale your left arm up, right? And let's just do that, right? Bring the arm down on the exhale, inhale to reach it up, and then bring it back down. If you want, you can start adding a little arc over to the side as you reach the arm up and also arc over. But don't go too fast, right? Don't push. You're just being curious. You're just being gentle and kind and loving to the body, especially when it is tight. Good. If you want to find a place to land, you can land. The hand is like a little leverage, helps you lift your heart. And then you arc over towards the right bent knee. Relax your shoulders, deepen the breath. I just caught my legs being tense for no reason, so just see, is there tension that you can let go of? And then inhale to lift up. Release your arms, hands behind you, and let your legs just go out in front. Let them be like windshield wipers. Nice. And you can bend your knees, feet wide. Let's go to the right again. So knees to the right. We're going to do a little bit of knees down. I don't usually do a lot of that. And hands down. If you want to use your forearm, bring maybe like a block. I have my blanket on my block over, so you can use your forearm if your wrist isn't into it today. So half circle. I haven't taught this in a while. So your left hand, wait, I'm mirroring you. Your right hand is going to go right under your shoulder. I don't usually mirror on camera. Your other arm is going to be like a lever. So as you inhale, you're going to sweep the arm up as you lift your hips up, open the heart, and then slowly come back down. So inhale to lift up, kind of arc the arm over, exhale, come back down. Nice. Inhale, lift up, exhale down. If you want to hold it, you can hold it, right? Find a half circle that makes sense. It always takes me a little bit of figuring out. You can also lengthen your left leg. Pressing the hips, opening the heart, playing with where the arm wants to land. Your shoulder will tell you. You just got to be willing to listen to it, right? That's the hard part. Good. And then you can slowly roll your way back down when you're ready. Hands behind you. Let your knees go side to side before you switch. So eventually switching over to the left. We'll do half circle on this side. And remember, any modification is fine. My range of motion is my range of motion. Yours is yours. So you got to honor what you got to honor, right? You got to take care of yourself. So left hand under the shoulder. Your right arm is going to work as a lever, but remember, if you need to have your forearm down, that's fine. So inhale, reach the arm up as you lift the hips. Exhale, sweep it on down. So move with your breath. Nice, slow, deep belly breath. Notice where you're tight. Be gentle and loving to those areas that are tight. If you want to hold it, you can hold. You can lift your knee. Right? Take a moment to discover what is needed on this side. Movement, stillness, knee down, knee up. And breathe. Eventually, you can unwind, but take your time. Ooh, the legs can go out in front of you and let the knees go side to side. Good. And when you release, notice how you feel so far. So we did the movements of the spine with a little bit of hips sprinkled in there. So let's stand up. I'm going to move this so I don't knock it over. All right. So let's do this. So come up to the top of your yoga mat and find your mountain. We're going to play with mountain and five-pointed star. So the way I play with my mountain, I'll face you guys for a moment, is I like to spread the toes out. I shift my weight. And then once I'm there, I can kind of roll to the balls of the feet, roll to the heels. Maybe even a lift up, right? So you can play with the muscles, you can play with balance. Like, we're going to just pause here, like shifting weight, finding out how the toes feel, how the arches feel. And then settle into stillness. Can you feel your feet just rooted into the surface? Good. Bend your knees a little bit. Kind of sink your center of gravity a little deeper into the feet, right? So really feel balanced. And then start to lengthen your legs and pause right before you lock the knees. Sometimes I have to just go, I lock the knees. As soon as I lock, and then I bend, and then I find the balance. So you don't want to lock your knees. Good. And gently press your feet into the floor. That's going to engage your legs just the tiniest bit, right? Not overly so. You can bring your hands to your hips like you're a superhero and lift the crown of the head up towards the sky, get a little taller. So your belly is strong, your heart is lifted, your shoulders are relaxed. Good. And then from here, just pausing in your mountain. Remember, you're still at the front edge of your yoga mat. I just can't go all the way up to the one that's here because my head won't be on camera. So I'm going to turn in a second. You can bring your arms to your sides, press out the ends of your fingers. So all those other cues are still true. Your crown of the head pushes up, your feet push down. You press gently out the end of every finger. You open your heart, slide the shoulder blades down your back. You can bring your hands into prayer. And as you inhale, reach your arms up. Get nice and tall. Keep that nice, tall, proud stance as you open your arms to any shape, to any degree that they want. And bring your palms back down as you exhale them right to your heart. Yeah, so inhale, reach your arms up. Get nice and tall. Open the hands. And then exhale, hands right back down to your heart. Good. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach the arms up. Open the heart. This time we'll pause for maybe 3 breaths. So work all the little details as you breathe. Make sure your knees aren't locked. Feet pressing down. Heart open, shoulders relaxed. Good. And then take your left foot. Hopefully this sets you up to face your computer still, but you can rearrange however you need. You can take your left foot, your left arm, and you're going to step wide on your yoga mat and face the long edge, right into 5-pointed star. So toes point forward, arms are parallel to the ground. Turn your palms to face up. Yeah, so all those cues from standing are still true. So you're not locked in the knees, your belly is strong, your feet press down as the crown lifts up. So inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Bring your palms together and slide them right down to your heart. Let's go back the way you came. So inhale, reach your arms up. Get nice and tall. Exhale, arms parallel to the ground. Keep your palms up for now. And then inhale, reach your arms straight up. Exhale, hands straight down the midline. Good, let's pause here. Beautiful. And then turn your toes towards the corners of your yoga mat. So really feel your feet rooted, grounded, knees. You want to feel them like gently spinning out. It's not a big motion. It's really just more of a energetic shift, I think. Tailbone points towards the ground. And bring your arms out to sort of be a reflection of the shape of the legs. So I know you can't see them, but that using your proprioception, using your mind's eye to find that shape that matches or kind of mirrors the legs. And breathe. Good. Point your palms forward. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, bend your knees as you bend your elbows. And slide into goddess. Inhale, gently lift up. Exhale, gently bend, knees and elbows. So inhale, slow, lift up. Exhale, bend. This time keep the knees where they are, keep the legs bent to any degree that feels good. Kind of hug the belly towards the spine, open the heart. And then bring your hands, forearms, whatever touches together. And then open up again. So bring your awareness again to the shoulder blades. When you bring the arms back, they're kind of squeezing together. When you bring them together, they're pulling apart. right? So almost when the arms are open, feel like you can hold a pencil between your shoulder blades. And then bring them together. Some people, it's more like a fat magic marker. I think I could hold a skinny pencil. I wasn't bragging. That's just how my body is, right? So release your arms, lengthen your legs, turn your toes. Yeah, and if it's comfortable, you can fold forward for here. So make sure that your knees aren't locked. Right? You can even bend them pretty deeply. See where you want to land today. Maybe the hands are on the ground, maybe they're on the block, maybe they don't touch. It's fine. Then take your torso and just gently sway side to side, really slow. I'm doing it if you just see it. Good, and then bend your knees again. Spin your toes out if they aren't already, and bring your hands to your thighs. I'm remembering I can't do my head down when my allergies are bad. All right, so pause here. Back mostly straight. Take one shoulder, doesn't matter which one, and dip it towards the opposite foot. Little twist, come back to center. Other side. Other shoulder, other foot. Back through center. Switch sides. Good. And come back to center. Lengthen your legs. Come all the way back up. Good. And then we're going to step the feet together and do mountain the other way. So you started one way. You stepped wide. Now go to the back of your yoga mat and find your mountain. So palms face forward. Feet press into the floor. If you need to like move your toes or shift your weight, that's fine. Feel your feet rooted into the surface. The head lifts up towards the sky. Palms face forward. You press out the ends of your fingers. So find your mountain. It's my favorite yoga form. Inhale to reach the arms out and up. Exhale to gently keep lengthening through the fingers as you sweep the arms back down. If your shoulders aren't into this and you liked the other way we did it, you can do it that way. Or you can skip this part. Good. Next time the arms are up, you can leave them there. Find a shape that would feel good to you. Find your mountain. Make sure the knees aren't locked. Just standing strong on your own 2 feet, right? Own the ground you walk on. And when you're ready, you can release your arms, shift your weight. And we'll transition into a little standing swinging twist. Lift the heel you face away from. And just notice how your body feels so far. Is it warmed up? Does it feel fatigued? Where is your breath? What's your mind up to? Just different systems of the body, just checking in on them. Good. And then gently, gradually find your way to stillness. Good. I think I left you at the end of the mat. I'm sorry. I moved to the center and I forgot to tell you could move. Yeah. I mean, we're not playing Simon Says, but. All right. So step your feet wide again. And you can turn your right toes out and your left toes in. And find a little like hug of the feet towards each other. You can bring your hands to your hips. So take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to slide your hips to the left as your head and shoulders go to the right. So I'm not going to go very far. I'm just kind of finding out. So come back up. Same thing. Hips go to the left as your head and shoulders go to the right. And then come back up. So make sure your belly is engaged enough to sustain or maintain this nice straight spine. Otherwise, we start to curve. There's a lot of stretch going on. So if you need to bend your knee more, that's fine. Good. And then bring your hands into prayer. Pause for a moment. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, arms parallel to the ground. As you do that same thing, hips go left. Head, shoulders, torso go right. Reach through your right fingers. Keep holding. Keep breathing. When you can't kind of hold anymore, when you're like, I'm tired, right? Just keep your spine where it is. Pivot, right arm down. Left arm up. I like to kind of gently roll the shoulder back and look up, but your neck might not like that, so see what works and breathe. If you need to look down, if that's better for the neck, you could do that. Good, and then use your belly strength. Stand upright again, turn your toes, and fold over the legs. You can bend the knees to any degree that they would like you to. We'll just be here briefly. Spin your heels in, your toes out, hands to the thighs. Just pause for a breath or two and come back up. Good. So if you need a break, if you need to step the feet together, you can do that. Or left toes out, right toes in. So we'll do triangle on the other side. So feet hug in towards each other to keep the legs a little bit engaged. You want to minimize the risk of locking, right? We don't want to lock the knees. So hands to hips, take a breath. And as you exhale, slide the hips to the right as your head and shoulders go to the left. And then inhale back up. So tailbone stays just as neutral, or pelvis stays as neutral as if you were standing in mountain. But we're kind of working the muscles to keep the spine straight, to keep the sidelines of the body parallel. So next time you come back up, hands to prayer. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, arms parallel to the ground as you hinge at your hips. And find a place that is sustainable, that you can hang out for a little bit. Keep breathing. Reach the left fingers when you can't reach anymore. Left arm down, right arm up. And breathe. So maybe the shoulder goes back. Maybe your shoulder is like, no thanks. Right? You can always bring your hand to your hip. Keep breathing. Use your belly strength to come back upright. Turn your toes, fold over the legs. Let your head hang heavy, let your shoulders relax. Decide how deeply the legs want to bend. Maybe a little sway of the torso. Good. And then spin your heels in, toes out. Come halfway up and pause. Good. And when you're ready, you can come all the way back up. Take a moment, notice how you feel. All right. And let's come back down to the yoga mat. If your knees and wrists are okay with that, we'll do table. If they're not, you can do this from sitting. I usually teach it from sitting. So knees under hips, hands under shoulders. And as you inhale, just gently let your belly sway or get a little closer to the ground. Your back is arched. You can look up a little bit. And as you exhale, tuck your tailbone around your spine. Push gently the floor away from you. So inhaling to arch the back. Exhaling to round. So we did a version of cat-cow from that half pinwheel shape. So this is the traditional way, but you can do it from sitting. Sometimes my wrists don't love this. Sometimes my knees don't love this, right? So if this is for you today, great. If it isn't, that's okay too. Good. And then eventually you can come down onto your forearms. I think I always do forearm plank in my yoga classes lately. If you need padding for your knees, you could put a blanket underneath your knees. And from here, avoid overarching the back by gently pulling the belly into the spine. Shoulder blades slide down the back. Instead of like bending the neck, you want to think of your spine, the neck rather, as an extension of your spine. So whatever shape that, your spine is in that curve, your neck just, continues that line. So press into your forearms, press the belly against your spine. Just a little bit of engagement, not lifting up yet. I like my knees down, but you could also curl your toes under and lift your knees. I like to bend my knees when I do it, but start to push up. Hips come up. Find what works. Keep breathing. I like to hold for like 5 or 10 seconds, and then I slowly lower down. Take a little break. Move around, do what you need to do, and then we'll do it again. So engage the belly, press your palms down. You decide what your legs need to do, and push up. Hips come up, find your forearm plank, keep breathing. Good, and then lower down. Good, if you have it in you, we'll do one more. So engage the belly, push the forearms, lift your hips. I can't do that one as long because we've done it 3 times. So when you're ready, elbows out, lie down, turn your head to one side. You can bend your knees and let your feet go side to side. Good, and then turn your head the other way. Good, and then you can release. If you're somebody whose body likes child's pose, you can press up and back into child's pose. If you'd rather down dog first, you can do that. If you're in a body that doesn't like either of those, from lying down, just roll over onto your side. So you're in position. Depends on what developmental. Find a place. Good, and from here, whether you're in on your side or in child's pose, take your time to find your way onto your back. So when you get there, you can bend your knees in towards your chest and hands either to the knees or arms wrapped around the legs and gently rock side to side, just massaging the back into the ground, right? Using gravity to your advantage to give yourself a little massage. To connect your mind with how your body feels as you gently move, slowly move side to side. Good, and then find stillness, let your feet find the floor. Allow your feet to be, I know you can't see them, but just, kind of noticing, getting your feet lined up where they feel like they're right underneath the knees. And then bring your elbows to your sides, fingers pointing up towards the sky. That's how I like to do it anyway. And as you push your elbows down, kind of scoot your shoulder blades underneath so they're nice and flat. Good. And then bring your arms down. So, feet underneath knees, ankles under knees. And then start to hug your belly down in towards the spine. Nothing major. Push your feet into the floor. Start to engage your glutes. Right? Keep your arms pressing down. Feel everything engaged basically. So you're really just like gently engaging or pressing everything against the floor. You're just like helping gravity a little bit, right? And then from here, I actually like to keep my elbows bent because it helps me to like push the elbows down. So from here, keep everything engaged. Engage your belly, engage your glutes as you start to lift up. So you're really pressing into your heels. Keep your elbows pushing down a little bit. And then really slowly lower down and relax. You can let your knees sway a little bit side to side. Let your elbows go off to your sides. We're going to do it again, but that's more of the like the Pilates way to do bridge, but I really like doing it slow and really thinking about all the muscles that can help lift up. We don't want to recruit muscles that aren't necessary, but we want, that support and protection for the low back. We want everything to be helping. So find stillness, elbows to your sides. I'm going to keep my elbows bent, but if you'd rather have yours down, that's okay. Gently press your elbows or your backs of your arms into the yoga mat. Scoot your shoulder blades together if they aren't already. Start to press into your feet. Feel the glutes engage, and also press your belly down so your back is nice and flat. Good. As you start to press into your heels even more, engage your glutes. Keep your belly strong as you lift up into a bridge. You don't have to push up really high. See if you can keep the work equal on both sides, in the glutes, in the feet. I know that's a little tricky. Keep breathing. And then slowly lower down. Relax the arms. Relax everything. Let your knees go side to side a little. Good. Let's do that one more time. So elbows to your sides, press and kind of draw them towards each other. Engage your belly, so flatten your back against the yoga mat. Press into your feet, engage the glutes as you start to peel your spine away from the spine, away from the floor. Decide how high you want to lift up. This doesn't have to be the most flexible thing. It's really more about strength, right? Stability, belly strong, glutes engaged. You decide what your arms want to do. Keep breathing. And then when you're ready, gently release. Relax the muscles. Bring your knees in towards your chest and rock side to side. Good. You can bring your feet to the floor. You can bring your arms out into a T position. We'll do a twist. Let's see. When I do a twist, I like something in between my knees. Sometimes my back doesn't like to twist that much, so sometimes I even put something on the outside of my leg, right? So whatever you need. Arms out wide, scoot your hips a little bit right of center, and the knees are going to go to the left. If you need a deeper twist, scoot them up towards the left arm more and then turn your head. If you need less of a twist, bring them away from the arm. Some people even wrap the right leg around the left. So it just depends on what you need. So find a twist, deepen your breath. Soften into the ground, feeling connected to the floor, connected to your breath. Good. You can gently release when you feel ready to. Square your hips. And then let your hips go a little left of center. Knees are going to go to the right as your head looks to the left. So decide if you need knees closer to the right arm, knees further away. Maybe you need less of a twist or more. I need a little less. There we go. So deepen your breath, soften where you can. And if your body doesn't want to twist that much today, it's just how it is today. Right? Can you let that be okay? Whatever your body needs today, can you let that be enough? Can you let that be perfectly fine? This is just how I feel today. Tomorrow might be different. And even later might be different, right? So just accepting where you are. You can unwind when you're ready. Square your hips. If you've got props to rearrange, you can rearrange them. And then the knees in towards the chest again, if that works for you, and rock side to side. Good. And from here, decide if there's anything else that your body needs. Another stretch, another yoga form. What would feel just right? I know we did a lot of strengthening today. My home practice has become a little more strengthening than stretch. So hopefully that works for you. But maybe you need a stretch right now. So find what you need. The last thing I'll guide us through is relaxation. So you are welcome to set yourself up however you want. Maybe you put your feet up over a couch, an ottoman. Maybe you have a yoga bolster. Like really get yourself comfortable. So take your time finishing your practice and eventually setting up for relaxation. So once you're set up for relaxation, let your mind once again settle into the space, settle into your body. And in a really slow, gentle way, allow your body, your breath to deepen. Just a few. Right? You're practicing this willful ability that you have to change the pattern of your breath. Your body is perfectly capable of doing it on its own. But when we take charge of the breath, you get a chance for it to be slower, deeper. And when you do that, it turns on the relaxation response, right? It starts to affect your nervous system. And then eventually let your body breathe itself. And think of your body as you rest. Think of your body's ability to breathe, not so much that you're doing something, but what if you thought about it as if you were being breathed? Like the air, like the world needed you here, right? The universe is like, we need you. The air enters your body and then it exits, right? You're a big deal, you're important. So the breath enters your body. And then your body says, all right, I'm ready to let it go. And then it happens again. Yeah, and then notice your physical body. Can you invite yourself to soften, to rest, right? Really feeling through that idea of being held, of being supported. And let your body just soften. The systems of the body, they know what to do. So trust your body as you relax, as you soften. Trust the ground as you soften into it. If you feel ready to release from your relaxed state, you can begin to deepen your breath. If you're not ready, just close your computer or press mute or pause. But if you are deep in your breath, start to move fingers and toes, maybe gently rocking your head side to side. And then gently letting the movements get a little bigger. Stretch, yawn, rearrange. And let your mind feel what it's like to move, to shift, to emerge from your relaxed state. If you're lying down, take your time, maybe bringing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a hug. You can roll over to one side, eventually picking yourself up to seated. And when you get there, make sure you're comfortable. Find yourself in a seated position. And then just pause. Right? It's nice to begin and end the same way so that you can just check in. How do I feel now? Right? That was the big question before. Can you feel connected to this moment? So as you connect to yourself and to this moment, just finding out how it feels. Is there an energetic shift? Is there a shift in the physicality of your body? How it feels? Is there a shift in your breath? What about your mind? Is there a shift there? Or your emotional state? And just know it's all okay, whether it's stayed the same or shifted, just accepting wherever you're at this moment. Because that's all it is this moment. All right, so you can bring your hands into prayer. You can bow your head to your heart and send yourself a huge thank you for everything your body can do today. Send gratitude to yourself. Huge thank you for everything that your mind can figure out and plan and take care of today. And send gratitude to everything that your heart is willing to let go of. And also take in all the good stuff it's willing and able to take in. And send gratitude wherever else you can send it today. And once you feel adequately honored and thanked, you can lift your gaze. Thank you so much.